the Constitution and the states united said, you know what? We don't really want a federal government because we just fled from England and we fought them because of a king. Okay. And we do not want a king here. But you know what? It's a little hard for New England or New York or any of the colonies to defend themselves from a huge country. So listen, we got to at least come together in some aspect. But you know what? One thing we have to make damn sure of is that we don't let the federal government start dictating to the states and to the citizens what they must do. So that's why the Constitution was written. Now,
well, hold on a second, because there is a part of the Constitution that says as long as it's not a state right and the federal government passes a law, does the federal law trump?
No, it says
Federal law does not trump the local law. Okay.
So the 10th Amendment, I believe, actually says anything that is not here in the Constitution is left to the states.
Yes.
So
and if the states don't pass legislation and the federal government does, because Congress has the power to enact laws that cover the country.
as long
You forget
as
that part.
hold on a second, as long as it does not violate the state's rights and the individual's rights. And so where we have come because of all this BS is that the federal government has constantly gotten more and more power. So back to your point where you think that the federal government should have the authority to create social welfare programs. Now you have to sit here and think, well, who's in office? Is it majority of Democrats? Is it majority of Republicans? Who's the president? Okay. So right when you dictate that the federal government has that authority, what that does is it throws a blanket on the entire country. It gives the federal government that power. They start making laws that essentially 50% of the country is not going to like, because when the Democrats are in, they're going to pass laws when they have the majority that the Republicans don't like, and vice versa. Hold on a second. So the reason why this is so important is because if the federal government does not have that power, the power is in the states' hands. The states then create programs that their citizens vote on and pass in their states. Because in Florida, I don't give a damn what New York wants to do or California wants to do or any other state. I'm in Florida because I align with Floridians. I like our laws, and I don't need a federal government to dictate. It's just like COVID. If the federal government...
Yeah, okay, great. So what happens if you're in Florida and they pass laws that you don't like as well? I mean, so
Great
it's
question.
Yeah, you
Great
can
question.
move. I understand. You can
Great.
move
Hold
to
on
another
a
state.
second.
You
Yeah.
can move to another state.
Okay, so you're answering your own question. So
Yeah.
the way that it should work is that the federal government should have the least amount of powers. Okay. The states have the power. The states should actually, should actually give their counties power, okay, to enact law. Those counties should really allow the cities and the towns